In the boozy haze of a Kinderhook, New York tavern in 1782, little Martin Van Buren, the first president actually born on American soil, not some imported British colonial cosplayer, learned politics the authentic way. Perched like a pint-sized spy, eavesdropping on farmers, drifters, and schemers while his dad poured ale. The tavern was the polling place. Young Marty didn't sip cider, he mainlined coalition building with his porridge. Significance? This Dutch fox from modest roots proved the Republic's cheeky genius. Power wasn't bestowed by powdered wig elites in Philadelphia, but clawed from the common room by a barkeep's kid who spoke Dutch at home. No trust fund Ivy League, no battlefield glory, just tavern smarts that turned spilled beer into the ultimate political operating system. America's original OK, old Kinderhook, was forged where today's influencers would just post selfies and demand blue-check verification. Fast forward to his adult greatest hits. 5 moves sharper than a modern campaign consultant's expense account. 1. He invented the modern Democratic Party and the Albany Regency machine, turning Jackson's rowdy mob into a disciplined vote-harvesting operation so slick it makes today's super PAC dark money look like a GoFundMe for influencers. 2. Mastered the Senate with backroom deals smoother than any K Street lobbyist schmoozing over steak. 3. As Jackson's Secretary of State, he kept us out of Europe's endless knife fights with velvet diplomacy, while today's State Department leaks threats and virtue signals on X. 4. Rode the vice presidential bench as the anointed heir apparent, the original heir to the throne narrative. 5. As 8th president, he jammed through the Independent Treasury Act during the Panic of 1837. Divorcing federal cash from greedy banks while the country wheezed, farms foreclosed, and people raged. Banks crashed, cronies cried, but Uncle Sam stayed solvent. Not sexy. Pure bureaucratic judo that would make today's too-big-to-fail bailouts and endless Fed printing look like amateur-hour socialism for the connected. Now, how this fox slinked into the White House in 1836. No billion-dollar super PACs, no 24/7 cable rage cycles, no targeted TikTok algorithms micro-dosing dopamine to swing states, no armies of pollsters and focus groups. Democrats held a convention and nominated him unanimously as Old Hickory's hand-picked successor. The desperate Whigs, geniuses at chaos, the 19th century version of third-party spoilers, ran 4 regional candidates: Harrison in the West, White in the South, Webster in New England, Mangum in South Carolina, hoping to splinter the vote like a bad gerrymander, deny any majority, and dump the whole circus into the House of Representatives for a backroom deal. Sound familiar? It was the 1836 version of Stop the Steal via fragmentation or running multiple candidates to force a contingent election, just like modern fantasies of electoral college chaos or ranked choice voting gimmicks to game the system. It nearly worked. Van Buren won Pennsylvania by a razor-thin 2.4%, and a flip there would have shorted him an electoral college majority, despite his popular vote edge. But the fox cruised with 170 of 294 electoral votes. Voters? Mostly white males with expanding suffrage. They picked electors in 25 of 26 states. South Carolina's legislature still played kingmaker like today's state parties picking delegates. Ballots were public. Voice votes or colored party tickets you could spot across the tavern. No Sikh ballots yet, no mail-in marathons, no endless recounts, no fortified elections with NGOs and tech billionaires. The people roared. The Constitution sobered them up with filters. Compared to today, we've expanded the franchise, women, 18-year-olds, minorities, all worthy upgrades that would make the founders blush with pride or panic. But the core machinery is the same electoral college beast they engineered. We're a constitutional republic, not the pure democracy that cable news and viral threads scream about, while ignoring the guardrails that prevent coastal megacities from dictating flyover policy. Cue the sharper satire. Enter the Federalist Papers. Hamilton, Madison, and Jay dropping truth bombs that raw majority passion would devour minorities, states, and common sense like a Twitter, now X mob canceling the wrong hashtag or a viral outrage cycle. Factions would rage. Pure democracy would collapse into tyranny of the loudest app. The anti-federalists fired back like today's states' rights warriors or federalism skeptics. Too much central power, you'll birth kings, or worse, unelected bureaucrats, alphabet agencies, and DC insiders in fancy suits who never face voters. They demand a Bill of Rights because trusting elites with blank checks never ends well, pushing back against the federalist vision of a stronger union that could actually function without descending into European-style centralization. That glorious tavern brawl didn't weaken us. It forged the unbreakable alloy. The compromise delivered divided sovereignty, strong enough to stand independent of European despots or today's coastal elites, tech overlords, and media echo chambers dictating the heartland's dinner menu and energy policy, flexible enough that no single mob, red or blue, no single state's popular vote weight, and no fragmented spoiler strategy could own the joint. Van Buren's sly 1836 win proved it. The Republic channels the tavern's roar into ordered liberty instead of letting Whig-style multi-candidate stunts, modern third-party vote splitters, or endless popular vote whining burn the place down or hand power to the House every close cycle. Today we clutch pearls about threats to democracy and popular vote supremacy, while the Republic's genius still prevents California and New York's sheer numbers from steamrolling Nebraska or Wyoming's voice, or a four-way split from gaming the system like the Whigs dreamed. That endless tension between Federalist caution, slow down, factions and passions are dangerous, hello, social media, and anti-Federalist fire, don't trust the center with too much power, hello, federal overreach, is why we're not another failed experiment. It's the punch that keeps the foxes, farmers, influencers, billionaires, and future presidents honest. Martin Van Buren didn't just win, he reminded us. In a constitutional republic, the real magic trick is never letting the banks, the mobs, the algorithms, or the fragmented opportunists have the last word. Okay? Help us restore our republic. Vote Rachel Davis for U.S. Senate this November 3rd.